sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7. Texans nothing. Sterling.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line. Good job.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
First down, Love to pass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Love. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Here we go, here we go.
Love now to pass on first down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
We own it. We own it. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On the counter, Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Love now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. To throw now. Here's Love. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And on the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Burrow. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Loss on the play. And it's 3 and out.
They'll go for it. Burrow. And the pressure gets to him again. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 8 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can...
He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10,
It don't even
and
matter, baby.
all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, 79 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Sterling Hawkins.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll make a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Hey, check line 33. Check line 33. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Love from the gun. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Matt Bosher in punt formation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Ross Blacklock in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Ball carrier.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
50 seconds to mine. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 57 seconds.
2nd down. Love. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 41 yards. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To the air again, Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Cincinnati.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Burrow will throw, and that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
Robbie Gould.
4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Richter set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. First play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
There's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Ross on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Third and long for Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And oh, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now Burrow. Going deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
And a Bengal first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Now the ball comes loose. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights.
Makes the score.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Sterling Hawk-Richter set to
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Trying to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he completes it to Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Mike 55, Mike 55.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 32-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Come get some. Come on here.
To the air again, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of
16 yards, a first down.
First down, Bengals.
Let's go. Mikey, 18.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Got a man open, it's Ross. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there. Got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Me and you on that.
First down, going to the air with Love. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10. At their
The
own
Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Back to Mixon on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Davante Adams, his second touchdown on the season, and the Texans will add on to their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
23.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
He's ridiculous.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
29. Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flush to his right, and that's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the call.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this one is incomplete. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
57. Mike, 57. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check. Check. Striker. 3-3. Check 15. Check 15.
Now it's Hunt. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now Burrow on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Houston, it's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow going deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Again, the ball carrier.
Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
46-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Love now. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it.
And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, 68 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Check. Lucky.
Love now to pass on 1st down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Again, it's Mixon. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself,
he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up second down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On second down, here's Mixon. Runs through the contact. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The last run got a couple. Toss left, Nixon. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
And it's 3rd down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Following the interception, Love caught on the right side by Adams. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And 10 at the 17.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On 4th down, Love. And Adams has it, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.